It's your boy Coach Defense here, and it's Friday. We're gearing up for the weekend, and we just watched on Thursday night the AARP Bowl with Aaron Rodgers and Joe Flacco in a shootout of all things. So aside from that matchup, was a lot of fantasy points given up in that matchup. What is the perfect fantasy play for Week 7? And our segment we like to call the perfect lineup. So who from top to bottom is the perfect play for Week 7, and who's going to shine big in Week 7 for fantasy football? Let's get into our lineup here, top to bottom. So for starters, we got quarterback Jayden Daniels going against the Cowboys. I think it's going to be a really good game for Jayden Daniels. He's finally healthy. No weather involved in this particular game. He's going to look good against that maligned Cowboys defense. I like him at quarterback. At running back, I like Josh Jacobs against the Cardinals. I think he's going to run rampant. They give up a lot of yards on the ground for running backs. Also, I like Quinshon Judkins against the Dolphins. There's going to be a big-time weather event likely in Cleveland. So there's going to be a lot of running the football, and I think that with that O-line and behind Quinshon Judkins and the inability to throw the football, I think he's going to have a big game. So I like Quinshon Judkins against the Dolphins. Nico Collins against the Seahawks. I think he can pretty much, he's pretty much fantasy, reliable in any regard against any secondary. So I like him bouncing back for the Houston Texans going against the Seahawks. Rome Odunze, I think DJ Moore might be out against the Saints, so I think he's going to be the primary target for Caleb Williams. So I like Rome Odunze in that matchup against the Saints. At tight end, I like Trey McBride versus the Packers. Packers give up a lot of yards. It might be the second to last in tight end gives for matchups. So Trey McBride going against the Packers, with Jacoby Brissett likely being the quarterback. I like that matchup. In flex, I like Devontae Adams with no Puka Nacua going against that Jaguars secondary. Kicker, I like Jake Biggins against the Bucks. The Lions-Bucks matchup should score a lot of points. I like that. And then like the Broncos versus the Raiders. I mean, that's pretty much, the Broncos pretty much putting up points against everybody from fantasy football perspective between sacks and interceptions. So that Broncos matchup against the Raiders should be a good one. They should get after Geno Smith a lot and cause a lot of havoc and put that guy in your lineup. And that should be a good pickup for you. Today's your perfect lineup for the week. Hopefully that gets you a victory in Week 7 and rolling into Week 8. Hit that subscribe button as always on the channel to never miss an upload for all our quality content. Watch us live on Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. Standard Time, live for our Lightning Fast Fantasy Football Podcast live show. And always, man, you got to remember to step up and lock it down.